Hey, what is up guys? Epic Pokemon TCG here, and today guys, I've got a deck profile for you. Finally feeling a little better over that sickness, or I'm getting there anyway. The medicine I'm on is pretty crazy. But the list will be down in the description below, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. It's going to be an Umbreon Vileplume deck. I really like the evolutions, and I keep seeing just random Vileplume variants, Decidueye variants with them, and so I decided to just throw together an Umbreon Vileplume deck, and I think this is a pretty good little skeleton list, little starting list. But starting off, we got 4 Umbreon and of course 4 Eevee. Umbreon is my favorite evolution, probably besides Glaceon, but Glaceon's more of TCG oriented. I have a soft spot in my heart for Glaceon. But Umbreon GX has Strafe. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and then Shadow Bullet 90 and then 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This is basically Night Spear from Darkrai. And then it has Dark Call GX, discard 2 energy from your opponent's Pokemon, and that is pretty good actually. That can be very handy in some situations. But Umbreon is actually really good because of energy evolution from Eevee. Basically, you just attach a dark energy and you're good to go. Umbreon is on the field. You don't have to Ultra Ball for it or nothing, and that's really good as long as you have energy and an Eevee, and they don't have Garbodor or they didn't hex you. Well, you're getting a free search, so that's pretty good. Now the thing is, Umbreon may be a little bit of a weird attacker for Vileplume. Basically, it just hits for a decent amount of damage. I know that Decidueye and some other stuff is probably the more preferred things for Vileplume, but this is still pretty fun. I think it's not too bad. Next up, I actually am going to be talking about this a little bit because I'm not 100% sure which route to go. In the description, you'll probably see, if I remember to do it, it'll just say 2 evolutions. And that is because I don't know exactly which ones would be better. It really just depends on what your area is and what decks are played more. I went for Jolteon just so you can kind of pick off Shaymin's really easy, and then I went for Vaporeon so you can hit Volcanion a lot harder. And I had a Flareon in here, and I don't know, I just kept switching them back and forth, but I really wasn't sure which route to go, so that is going to be up to you guys. I said screw it. I mean, I'm playing evolutions anyway, and so if I can make Umbreon hit for 2 extra weaknesses in different matchups, I might as well go for it. And so, yeah, it just really depends on which one you prefer, which one you think would probably be the better route to go. So that's why I went with that one. Now we're going to be taking a look at the 222 Vileplume I have in here. Of course, Vileplume with its irritating pollen, probably the best name you can possibly give this thing. Each player can't play item cards from his or her hand, so basically your opponent can't play popular cards like Trainer's Mail, VS Seeker, Max Elixir, Spirit Links, Float Stone, Switch, Escape Rope. The list goes on. It just absolutely goes on and on and on. And that's very, very annoying. Some decks really rely on hitting those Max Elixirs, and then of course, you know, VS Seeker being able to utilize your supporters multiple times in a game, and then just really trainers help you out a lot, or item cards, excuse me. I'm old school, so I say trainers. So yeah, Vileplume, definitely very good. Vileplume has been getting a little bit more play. It always has seen play, but since the Decidueye came out, and my good friend John Kettler played that crazy Decidueye deck with it, and yeah, it's just been crazy. Next up, we have Tauros. Tauros is just a pretty strong attacker that can do a lot with the DCE. I originally wanted to put a Lugia in here too, but I opted against that. But basically, Tauros, you hit it, you pay for it. I mean, the harder you hit it, the harder it hits you. So that's pretty cool. It has Rage for 20, and then 10 more for each damage counter on Tauros, and then 60 for DCE, and then of course Umbreon GX, 30 times the amount of damage counters on Tauros. And this also is a pretty good card to strafe into. When you think about it, you can strafe into it and then make it active, and then you're basically saying, you know, cool, hit me, I don't really care, because if I have a DCE, you're going to pay for it. Next up, we have a Jirachi with Stardust. Special Energy is very popular, and so having a Jirachi in here is not too bad. Just can kind of give you a little bit of a wall, and then of course with you know, like trainers and such being taken out of the game, it's pretty good. It just gets rid of an energy, and then you can't hit it. So yeah, Jirachi Stardust, very good card. Really wasn't much I can explain with that. It just takes away energy and you can't attack it. 2 Shaymin for setup. This is just to help out the consistency reasons and to get you set up and hopefully get Vileplume out a little faster. That's either a plane or somebody is using a very weird sounding leaf blower outside. Anyway, moving into these supporters, there is going to be quite a bit because, of course, most item lock decks do play a little bit higher of a supporter count, so that way you can make up for not having items, obviously. 4 Sycamore, and then we have 3 N and 2 Lillie and 2 Lysandre. That's just what I've been going with. The supporters, you can definitely change them up and just kind of adjust how you would feel. It would probably be a little more towards your playstyle. But yeah, I don't really need to go over the supporters too much. They just help you kind of stay in the game and kind of keep it consistent. The cool thing about this deck is that you do play a lot of your cards out of your hand and just kind of get yourself down to a low hand size. And Lillie can help you get like a huge turn 1, and so it's pretty good. Pretty much to make the deck explode immediately right away, get that Vileplume out pretty quickly. We're going to play 4 Force of Giant Plants. Basically, you don't have to wait a turn for your evolutions. You can just play the grass Pokemon down like that, and you are good to go. Plus, it gives you a counter stadium on top of that. And if you're going against like another Vileplume deck and you're able to get it down first, then that's just dead cards in your hand. We got 4 Ultra Ball, and then we got 3 Level Ball. I opted for a higher ball count just because I want to get my Pokemon out as soon as possible, and I want to get like as much searching done before the Vileplume hits the field, because I know that once Vileplume hits the field, that luxury might be taken away from me. And so the Level Ball honestly can just help you get out Eevee. It can help you get out the evolution that you might need. It helps you get Gloom, and it helps you get Oddish, and of course the Stardust, Jirachi, just all kinds of stuff that you can target with Level Ball. And then of course Ultra Ball can grab you anything, specifically Vileplume, which is really good, and Shaymin, and just lower your hand size down. 4 Trainers Mail. This is so you can hopefully fetch out some stuff and get yourself set up right away, up the consistency a little bit. 3 Floatstone. You want to try to get Floatstone in your hand as soon as possible, because a lot of times people will Lysandre up your Vileplume and it just sits there. And 3 retreat costs, you don't want to pay that. That's just absolutely brutal. And so Floatstone can definitely help you out there. And then, in all honesty, just anything you don't want to have to retreat or something, you know, Floatstone can be very handy there. 1 Revitalizer. This can come up in different situations. If there's ever a chance where you need to play your Revitalizer and just get like 2 evolutions for Vileplume, like just really any combination. Like if you have the Ultra Ball, then to get something, you can just Revitalizer and put them back in your hand. Or if your Vileplume goes down and you draw into one, or you can search one, it just kind of makes it a little bit easier, especially if you have Force of Giant Plants out on the field. It can help you recover from, you know, just a Vileplume going down. Just different situations it can call for, and it's just really good. Next up we have the energy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 Dark Energy, along with 4 DCE. And of course the Dark Energy is extremely good. Oops, sorry, DC. Because you can literally go, I attach a Dark Energy. I just failed so hard there. You can just go, I attach a Dark Energy for my turn, Energy Evolution, and then boom, you go from a 60 HP Pokemon to a 200 HP Pokemon, which is very good. But the strategy behind this deck is pretty simple. You just get Vileplume out, lock down trainers, and then you proceed to attack with Umbreon as your main attacker. Probably isn't going to be as good as Decidueye Vileplume or just all the other random Vileplume decks that are out there, but still pretty fun. Deck I definitely enjoy. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video, and thank you guys all so much for the continued support. It is much appreciated on my end. You are all awesome. Take care, I love you, and this is Epic Pokemon TCG signing out. Take care, guys.